Oh my god, it's you. Remember me? I was, Chun-Li at the Street Fighter cosplay meetup at this exact con 3 years ago. Do you remember? Yeah, we spent like the whole con together. We met like the first night and then we spent like the next 4 days hanging out at the con. You remember me, right? Yeah, we spent like the whole con together. We did all the events, like a video game, Name That Tune, and we did cosplay karaoke, and I was dressed as Tifa that day. And we sat in on a bunch of panels together, and we even did a D&D one-shot campaign. Do you remember? You played a barbarian, and I played a ranger with a bear companion. Yeah, on the last night we actually skipped the big masquerade event, um, and sat outside the convention building trying to stargaze, and failing because the light pollution made it totally impossible. But like there was like the pond, right? Yeah, that pond with the fountain right outside the convention center. And we sat on one of the benches and looked up at stars that we couldn't really see. And, yeah, please, please tell me that you remember me. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, okay. Whew. What a relief. How are you? Like, did you ever get to finish your. Oh, that's so awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, yeah, I graduated. I got my bachelor's in hospitality and tourism management, which I know people say is like a dork degree or whatever, but I really liked it, and I was stupid lucky. Um, I was able to get a job at the convention center in my city, so now I get to help I get to help the convention center run events like this con. It's kind of my dream, honestly. Also, really funny explaining cosplay to my coworkers because a lot of them are really like professional. Yeah, trying to explain to someone that it's actually very cool and normal to spend like weeks of your life on crafting craft foam into armor. No, I never did get a 3D printer to help with my cosplay props. Like, I know someone else who got one, and he kind of has trouble, like, maintaining it. Like, it jams a lot, but I think maybe he got one of the cheaper ones. I don't know, but I still just, like, make everything myself. So, yeah. So, thank you for asking about that, actually. I am super flattered and honestly delighted that you remembered those details about me, about like what I was going to school for, and how I make my cosplay, and like I really didn't expect you to remember the details about me after this long, but the fact that you do, I mean, it really. No, yeah, well, I'm not saying that I think you're not like a thoughtful person. I mean, it's been a while, right? Like, it's been literally 3 years because we met at this con. Happens like the same weekend every year. So, like, that's a while in the scheme of things. And, we really only knew each other that weekend. I didn't expect you to remember all of that. And I'm really happy that you did. Oh, I remember the things you told me too about, like, your hobbies and your job and like the group of people that you play games with on Discord. Like, yeah, I remember the anecdote about I can't remember your friend's name, but the one where you guys were playing Among Us and you knew um, when he got because he started like shrieking into the microphone and everyone was like, oh, toasted. Yeah, I remember you telling me all of those little things actually. Yeah, I mean, like, we spent like the whole con together. Obviously, that was like 4 days, and we were just like in each other's company for like 12 hours a day or more, like that whole time. And I felt like we really connected that weekend. And you remembering all those little things makes me feel like maybe you felt that connection too. You did? Okay. I'm 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 glad. I'm really really glad. Are you single at the moment or good, good. I mean, good to know. Uh I am too. Just so you know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. You want to know why I never followed up. Just got busy and forgot? No, no. Oh my god, no. No. Like 2 days later, like after the end of the con, my phone bricked. Yeah, I had your contact info saved in my notes app, but I didn't have any cloud storage or anything set up, so it was just gone. Yeah, I tried finding your socials, but I think I kept getting your username wrong. Like, and you told me, like, roughly, where you lived, but I couldn't find anything searching. Your your privacy settings on stuff must be locked down really well, which is great, but yeah, yeah, they were. And that's really smart and great. But I couldn't find you. So your username, how is it spelled? Do you even still use that one anymore? Or okay, yeah, I was getting the numbers at the end wrong. Um, and I was using an O in that word instead of a zero. Oh my god, I wish I'd like written it on my phone case or something. Yeah, I was honestly heartbroken when that happened. I thought I had lost the chance to see you or talk to you again forever. And I was pretty devastated, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that weekend was like crazy. It was like something out of a nerd rom-com. I don't even know. I was so excited. And then I didn't have a way to get in touch with you, and I was going crazy about it. If you're willing, I would love I would love another chance to connect. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I'm so relieved to hear you say that. I I really thought that we really clicked. Um, and like when my phone bricked, I thought maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Which I honestly I really don't like that phrase, meant to be, because it implies intention, and I really don't like the idea that crappy stuff happening has some cosmic intention behind it. I kind of hate that, actually. Um, but that's like the language people use, right, to describe when something doesn't work out. Because, there is so much we don't have control over in life. Um, the smallest things can totally derail your life sometimes, and then of course the big things, like boom, mimicking an explosion. Yeah, exactly. So I was afraid that this was one of those things, a path that just got decided for me um, by some stupid thing happening. And honestly, I, I was losing it. um, I hate when that happens, when stuff in life just takes a left turn without my permission, and then I get to realize I made a mistake by not acting when I should have. Yeah, like I had the opportunity to really just tell you how into you I was, and how excited I was to talk to someone who I felt kind of understood me in a way. I don't know. I don't want to be projecting on you, because it was just a few days, but it was like a really amazing few days from my perspective. That Thursday to Sunday was just like in my brain forever. Like it was really special to me. I'm really glad it stood out for you too, because yeah, I it meant something to me, and then realizing that I had lost that beginning because of something that was kind of out of my control, but also not, because if I had just, been more proactive in making sure that we were able to talk afterwards, then, we wouldn't have lost contact. So, yeah, the idea that I would have just lost this, whatever this might turn out to be, because I hesitated. I mean, it was making me crazy for like 3 years. Why'd I hesitate? Great question. I don't know. I was raised to be super cautious, I guess. Always trying to make sure things don't happen too fast. You move slowly, you pace yourself, you don't let yourself get carried away in the moment, don't let anything happen too quickly. Yeah, my parents were like terrified of the world in a lot of ways. The only way to be safe was to take things, everything, really, like super slowly. And that's the right choice in some circumstances. I mean, it's not like I would advocate for rushing into everything without due diligence or whatever. I mean, I'm an event planner. Making sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed is my full time job. But there's a difference between being smart and being afraid. And with you, what I felt that weekend was so intense, but also so right, that it kind of scared me. I wanted to pace myself and not come on too strong. But that whole weekend, I was building this timeline in my head about having everything between us happen at the perfect time. But that's not really how life works, is it? Nothing happens at the perfect time, because there is no perfect time. There's no such thing. Real life is awkward and often stupid. What matters is finding the people who are right for us despite that fact. Yeah, so I hesitated because I wanted to make sure I was doing it, I don't know, exactly perfectly right. And then the world decided for me that no, I couldn't do it at all. I couldn't contact you again. And I've spent the last 3 years wondering what it would have been like and where we might be, if I had just. Yeah, I was afraid that if I was too open about how great being with you made me feel, that you would tell me I was coming on too strong or something. But I should have just been honest about how excited I was to keep in touch. Should have traded contact info and messages on the first day instead of waiting the whole weekend, and should have messaged you on the ride home instead of waiting until I got back to my place. And honestly, the biggest thing, I should have realized that if I told you what I was feeling and you reacted by saying too much, then it meant that we were not connecting in the way that I'd hoped. And that that's what wasn't meant to be. That if I told you and you weren't receptive, then you weren't right for me. And I should have just accepted that possibility instead of being worried about scaring you away by being honest. For the record, if I had just told you that weekend how really into you I was, what would you have said? That you were feeling the same way. See, I should have just told you right then, instead of trying to play like I was feeling good about us, but in like a chill way. So ridiculous. I am not a chill person. Like, look at this cosplay. Me spending this many hours hand sewing buttons is my way of advertising to the world how not chill I am about things. Instead, I waited for some perfect circumstance in my head, and like I wanted everything to be just right when the thing that would have been just right was being authentic with you. Thank you for saying that, seriously. Well, I'm not letting nerves get in the way this time. It was really stupid of me last time to try to follow some timeline of rightness and wait for a signpost from the universe that it was okay to do stuff, because that's not a thing that happens. Have to be my own sign. So, this time, this is one decision I am not letting the universe make for me. I remembered you being so cool that whole long weekend, and the way you're handling this right now tells me I was so right to think that about you. So, first thing, please give me your socials, and I am adding you on everything right this second if you're cool with it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just pull you up and, okay, got you on here, and then, okay, do you have Insta, or, okay. Alright, now I can't lose your contact info, because even if my phone breaks, I can still log into my accounts. Perfect, okay. And you're adding me back on everything. Great. Now we're mutuals. You're not just my long-lost con crush anymore. Okay. And all right. So if you're cool with it, I don't want to wait for a perfect time this time. I just want to be really open and say I really, really regret not kissing you last time. I have spent the last 3 years wondering what it would have been like. Can I? This is like abrupt, but can I kiss you right now? Thank you. incredible, yeah. 5 stars. Oh my god, yeah. And the best part is that, like, that was so much better than any moment I had built up in my head. So, so now that we're here, um, I, if it's cool with you, I would like to let my friends know that I found you again. um, yeah, you're like kind of infamous with them as this, like, one that got away mystery person that I've been pining for. um, I would like to tell them that I found you again and that I am spending the rest of the day at the con with you. And, you know that if it goes well and that if you're amenable, I'll be taking you back to my hotel room later. I mean, if that's cool. Yeah, I do mean it. If you're not comfortable with it, no problem, no hard feelings. I really wanted this, and I want you to know that I want to connect with you and spend the day with you like we did at that con, and not leave anything to regret this time. Okay, that smile really flattering me right now. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, pull up the program and tell me what you want to check out at the con today, and then later I'll buy you dinner and I'll show you my hotel room. Oh, you want to check that out first? Yeah. Yeah, let's go.